Hello viewers, welcome to UN College Digital class. In today's class, I am going to discuss about code optimization in compiler designing and technique. In the previous classes of compiler designing, I have discussed about intermediate code generation. In this class, we will discuss about code optimization. Let's start. Code optimization is an approach to enhance the performance of the code. There are two different types of code optimization. Those are machine independent code optimization and the second one is machine dependent code optimization. First, we will discuss about what is the meaning or what is the definition of machine independent code optimization. This code optimization phase attempts to improve the intermediate code to get a better target code as output. We know that before generating target code, the compiler generates intermediate code, and the objective of machine independent code optimization is to improve the intermediate code. Okay, the part of the intermediate code which is transformed here does not involve any CPU register or absolute memory location. Obviously, as it is machine independent code optimization, that's why it does not involve any CPU register. Okay, then we will just talk about what is the meaning of machine dependent optimization or machine dependent code optimization. Machine dependent code optimization is done after the target code has been generated and when the code is transformed according to the target machine architecture. Okay, it involves CPU register and may have absolute memory reference rather than relative reference. Machine dependent optimizers put effort to take maximum advantage of the memory hierarchy. Obviously, as it is machine dependent and it is executed after the target code generation, that's why it tries to take maximum advantage of memory hierarchy. Okay. In machine dependent code optimization, optimization is applied to the source code. Allocating sufficient amount of resources can improve the execution of the program in this optimization. Machine dependent optimization is done after the target code. Obviously, already I have said this point, and when the code is transformed according to the target machine architecture. Now we will talk about machine independent code optimization. It is just opposite of machine dependent code optimization. Machine independent optimization attempts to improve the intermediate code to get a better target code. Okay, when optimization is done on the intermediate code, or we may say that before the generation of target code, it is called as machine independent code optimization. The part of the code which is transformed here does not involve any absolute memory location on any CPU or any CPU register. Obviously, it is not machine dependent and it is executed or it is implemented before the generation of target code. That's why it does not involve any memory location or CPU register. The process of intermediate code generation introduces much inefficiency, like those are using variable instead of constant, extra copies of variables, repeated evaluation of expression, etc. And by implementing machine independent code optimization, okay, we can eliminate all those disadvantages or drawback. It can change the structure of program sometimes which is beyond recognition. Okay, just like it emphasizes on roll loops, inline function, it eliminates some variables that are programmer defined. Actually, the process of code optimization involves eliminating the unwanted code lines and rearranging the statement of the code. Okay, if we will discuss about the advantage of code optimization, then those are: optimized code has faster execution speed, optimized code utilize the memory efficiently, okay, which is because of the machine dependent code optimization. And the next one is optimized code gives better performance. Okay, Actually, the code optimization techniques includes number of methodology. Those are, here I have represented all the techniques diagrammatically. You can see all the techniques here, and those are compile time evaluation. Compile time evaluation is again categorized into two categories. Those are constant folding and constant propagation, and the next one is dead code elimination. Then the next one is code movement, then strength reduction, common sub expression elimination. All these techniques we will discuss later. Okay. Now we will discuss the key difference between machine dependent and machine independent code optimization. Okay, the key difference is in case of machine dependent code optimization, that is applied to object code, while machine independent code optimization is applied to intermediate code. I have discussed the basic introductory part related to machine dependent and machine independent optimization. I hope you have got some clear concept, but still if you have doubt, then please write to me in the comment box. Okay. Now we will discuss some other aspects related to optimization. Optimization helps to reduce the space consumed and increase the speed of compilation. Okay. And the next one is, an optimized code often promote reusability, because we know that in the previous class we have discussed about intermediate code generation, and if we will improve the intermediate code by applying machine independent code optimization, then reusability can be implemented in a better way. Now we will discuss one more point, that is where to apply optimization. Now that we learned that the need for optimization, and it is two type. Now let us see where to apply this optimization. Source program. Okay, first let's discuss about source program and on which we can implement code optimization. Optimizing the source program involves making changes to the algorithm or changing the loop structure. User is actor here. This is called as source code optimization. Then we will discuss about intermediate code. On which we can implement code optimization. Optimizing the intermediate code involves changing the address calculation and transforming the procedure calls involved. Here compiler is the actor. Now we will discuss the last one, which is the target code. Optimizing the target code is done by the compiler. Uses of register, select and move instruction is part of optimization involved in the target code. Okay, which is basically machine dependent code optimization, and the previous one, which is intermediate code optimization, intermediate code, that is used in case of machine independent code optimization, what we have already discussed. Now we will discuss about the phases of optimization. Okay, there are generally two phases of optimization. Those are global optimization and local optimization. First of all, we will discuss about global optimization. Global optimization meaning is that transformation are applied to large program segment that includes function, procedure and loops. Okay. And about local optimization, transformation are applied to small block of statements. The local optimization is done prior to global optimization. It is very similar to local and global concept in programming. If you are acquainted in any sort of programming, then you must be aware about the local scope and global scope. The same concept is used here. Now I am going to discuss about the different techniques which are used in code optimization. Okay, already I have represented the technique in a diagrammatic way. Again I am going to explain all those techniques. Okay, the first one is compile time evaluation, second one is common sub expression elimination, then the next one is dead code elimination, and code movement and strength reduction. Now we will start one by one. First of all, the one is compile time evaluation. Two techniques that falls under compile time evaluation are constant folding, and the next one is constant propagation. First of all, we will discuss about constant folding. In this technique, as the name suggests, it involves folding constant. Okay, the expression that contains the operands having constant values at compile time are evaluated. Those expressions are then replaced with their respective result. Here I have used an example to explain constant folding. For example, suppose you are calculating circumference of circle equal to 22/7 into diameter. Here this technique, what happens, evaluate the expression 22/7 at compile time. The expression is then replaced with the result 3.14, so that it saves the time at runtime. Now we will discuss about constant propagation. In this technique, if some variables has been assigned some constant value, then it replaces that variable with its constant value in further program during compilation. The condition is that the value of the variable must not get altered in between. Here I have used one example, pi equal to 3.14, radius equal to 10, area of circle equal to pi into radius into radius. Here this technique substitute the value of variables pi and radius at compile time, okay, so that it saves time. If it then evaluates the expression 3.14 into 10 into 10, this expression is then replaced with the result, that is 314. This saves the time at the runtime. Okay. Now we will discuss about common sub expression elimination. The expression that has been already computed before and appears again in the code for computation is called as common sub expression. In this technique, what happens, as the name suggests, it involves eliminating the common sub expression. The redundant expression are eliminated to avoid their recomputation. The already computed result is used in the further program when required. I have used one example here, code before optimization and code after optimization. You can see it clearly. First let me discuss about code before optimization. Let the code is s1 equal to 4 into I, then s2 equal to a of s1, then s3 equal to 4 into j, then s4 equal to 4 into I. Here the redundant expression we have used to explain the difference between code before optimization and code after optimization. Then s5 equal to n, then s6 equal to b of s4 plus s5. Okay. Now if we will implement code optimization, then the same code can be replaced as s1 equal to 4 into I. It is the first statement as it is the same previously. s2 equal to a of s1, the same second statement. s3 equal to 4 into j, the same statement. s5 equal to n, that is the same statement. Then s6 equal to here s6 equal to b of s1 plus s5. Actually what we have eliminated, that is s4. s4 equal to 4 into I, that we have eliminated. Why? Because already we have used to the statement s1 equal to 4 into I, and here again after some statements again we are rewriting the same expression similar way. s4 equal to 4 into I, it is not necessary because already the value is with s1, so we can use the same value s1 when required, so we don't need the statement s4 equal to 4 into I. Then now we will discuss about code movement. In this technique, what happens, as the name suggests, it involves movement of the code. The code present inside the loop is moved out if it does not matter whether it is present inside or outside. Such a code unnecessarily gets executed again and again with each iteration of the loop. This leads to the wastage of time at runtime. Here I have used one example so that you will be clear on the concept. Code before optimization for int j equal to 0, j less than n, j plus plus, then inside the loop x equal to y plus z, a of j equal to 6 into j. Then if we will implement optimization, then the code may be written as x equal to y plus z. Then for int j equal to 0, j less than n, j plus plus, then inside the block we have used a of j equal to 6 into j. Here you can see that code before optimization includes x equal to y plus z inside the loop, but here in case of code after optimization it is outside of the loop, because if we will place the statement inside the loop, repetition will be performed, repeated execution will be performed, which is not necessary in case of x equal to y plus z. That's why it can be placed outside of the block loop, and so that we can save execution time. Okay. Now we will discuss about date code elimination. In this technique, as the name suggests, it involves eliminating the date code. The statement of the code which either never executes or are unreachable or their output is never used are eliminated, because those are termed as date code. Okay. Here I have used one example that code before optimization and after optimization. You can see that in case of code before optimization, I equal to 0. If I equal to 1, then inside the block a equal to x plus 5. Okay. Then code after optimization, I equal to 0 only. Obviously, because if the programmer has set the I value as 0 and just after setting I value equal to 0, again we are using one block, that is if I equal to, that will never satisfy. That's why we can eliminate the if condition. Okay. It may happens that if you will ask the user to input the value, then you will check the I value, then it's okay. But in this particular segment, we have not used any user input. We have used I equal to 0 directly, and after that we are checking if I equal to 1, which is will be never executed, not satisfied. That's why that can be eliminated, because this is the date code. Okay. Now we will discuss about the next technique, which is strength reduction. In this technique, as the name suggests, it involves reducing the strength of expression. This technique replaces the expensive and costly operators with the simple and cheaper one. Okay. Here I have used one example. Code before optimization includes b equal to a into 2. And code after optimization equal to b equal to a plus a. Here you can see that in both the cases you will get the same answer, but if we will replace multiplication with addition, then it is simple and more cheaper in comparison to the previous one. In this way we can implement strength reduction. Here the same thing I have mentioned here. The expression a into 2 is replaced with the expression a plus a. This is because the cost of multiplication operator is higher than that of addition operation. In this class we have discussed about code optimization. There are two different types of code optimization, just like machine dependent and machine independent. Different techniques of code optimization, what are the different phases of code optimization, etc. I hope you have got clear concept regarding code optimization, but still if you have any doubt, then please write to me in the comment box so that I can clear your doubt. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great time.